Hi, I'm Dr. Neil Thompson, chiropractor at Align for Life, the Isle of Man's Family Wellness Clinic. And today I thought I would do something slightly different for everyone, and that is just to share with you why I became a chiropractor. I get that question quite often, and I think it's a great question. I think you should always kind of find out why a person is doing what they're doing, especially when the stakes are quite high. And I think when you have someone working on your spine, you want to know why they're interested in your spine. So it all started really from the age of about 12. I started to develop a really bad low back. Sport was my life, in particular rugby and hockey at that stage, but in particular rugby. But both hockey and rugby was really irritating it, and it got to the point where I could barely even run anymore. I couldn't play any sport, and I got really demoralized. And this was going on for weeks. I mean, I was 12, so the prognosis was not good for when I was going to be older. If a person's already struggling with back problems at the age of 12, I was really quite worried and concerned, is this going to be my lot for the rest of my life? Especially as I absolutely loved being active and playing sport. So my mom at the time obviously did everything she could. She took me to the GP, they couldn't help. She took me to the physio, they couldn't help. She took me to the top specialists that were available at the time. In fact, one of the leading orthopedic surgeons in South Africa at the time, who worked specifically on spines, and he couldn't help either. And eventually, out of desperation, my mom took me to a chiropractor. And after that first adjustment that I had, after the chiropractor analyzed me, I immediately noticed there was something different, and that this was clearly getting to the root of the problem. Suffice it to say, within probably about a month to 6 weeks, I was back on the field playing sport again, and my life radically changed. And so really from the age of 12, I was really intrigued as to what it is the chiropractor was doing that seemed to massively help me. And so I started looking into more and more of it, and by the time I was 16, I was convinced that definitely chiropractic is the profession for me. This is what I want to do. It had helped me so much. Even other things started to improve health-wise, and I was thinking, wow, this thing really is quite amazing. So that's kind of really how I got into it. So as I said, by the time I was 16, I knew this is what I wanted to do, and so I made sure I picked the right A-levels to pick the right subject so I could get into chiropractic college, and the rest, as they say, is history. And to be honest though, since I've been in practice, I've seen so many other people who've struggled not just with similar sorts of things that I had, but to be honest, way worse. I mean, I've seen people with much worse problems, and it's so great to see that the principles of chiropractic hold firm no matter what the person's age or sex or active levels or whatever it is that they do in their life. The bottom line is all we're doing is removing interferences in the nervous system so that the body can heal itself. Chiropractic doesn't claim to cure or heal anything. All we're doing is we're simply removing the interferences within the nervous system so that the body can function better and have a better chance of healing. And when these principles are applied to a person struggling with health problems, some amazing things can happen. And obviously spinal issues are in particular the things that there are obvious noticeable changes very, very quickly, but all sorts of other things can be helped as well as the nervous system improves. And it's simply because you've got to think of it like the spine is the suit of armor that protects the nervous system. So if the spine is all out of alignment and the posture is all out of whack, how well is the nervous system going to work? Not so great. So if we start to improve the spine alignment and your posture, the nervous system now has less stress on it, it can work better, and so the nervous system now can control and regulate the body better. And at the end of the day, the nervous system controls everything. So it makes sense that all sorts of other things can now start to be positively influenced. So that's really my story, and it's been so good to, I've been in practice now almost 20 years, and it's been so good to see so many other problems can be helped when we apply these principles. So anyway, hope you found that interesting. There's always hope. Did you know that there's not a single condition that someone has not made a full recovery from somewhere in the world, no matter what type of problem it is? There's always hope, and the body has an incredible ability to heal itself if we give it what it needs and we remove what it doesn't need. Anyway, that's my bit of info from you today. take care and look after yourselves. Apply all those principles that we've been teaching in these videos, and it really will go a long way to keep your body healthy. Bye for now.